What if a single breath of wind, a small gesture, or an unnoticed event could set off a chain reaction that alters the course of history? The concept of the butterfly effect opens a fascinating window into the interconnectedness of our world, suggesting that even the tiniest shift could set off a cascade of events far beyond our understanding. Today, we'll explore how this idea, which started in meteorology, touches every aspect of life, from weather patterns to human behavior, economics, and the unpredictable nature of our world. The idea itself came to prominence in the 1960s through the work of mathematician and meteorologist Edward Lorenz. He stumbled upon something astonishing while trying to improve weather prediction models. In 1961, he reran a weather simulation, using a slightly rounded number, 0.506 instead of 0.506127. He left the computer to work and returned to see a completely different weather prediction than expected. The small alteration had caused the results to diverge dramatically over time. Lorenz realized that tiny changes in initial conditions could lead to vastly different outcomes. His findings showed that traditional linear models couldn't account for the complexity and sensitivity of natural systems, leading him to a new understanding that would later be described as chaos theory. The term butterfly effect emerged when a colleague suggested swapping Lorenz's original metaphor of a seagull's wings for a butterfly's, which felt more poetic. The idea was that the gentle flap of a butterfly's wings could eventually influence the formation or prevention of a tornado weeks later, halfway around the world. This wasn't about the butterfly causing the tornado directly, but rather its slight disturbance in the atmosphere, setting off a chain of events that could compound and grow, altering outcomes in unpredictable ways. The butterfly effect isn't just a poetic notion. It highlights an essential truth about chaotic systems. Such systems, which include the weather, financial markets, and even human relationships, are incredibly sensitive to their starting conditions. A tiny nudge can shift a trajectory, leading to an entirely different end, and yet there's no certainty in predicting which nudge will create a significant change or go unnoticed. It's not about leverage or control, but about recognizing the unpredictable nature of complex systems where cause and effect don't always align in linear, straightforward paths. Lorenz's insights shattered the notion of predictability in science, showing us that absolute accuracy, even with the best models, is a myth. Whether forecasts, financial projections, or any attempt at long-term planning are at the mercy of tiny variables that we often can't account for. Even the smartest algorithms and most experienced experts can't foresee every outcome in chaotic systems like the economy or climate. Small changes may lead to unexpected growth, a downturn, or have no significant effect at all. It's all a matter of how those changes compound over time. This insight extends far beyond meteorology. The marketplace, for example, behaves as a chaotic network where minor factors can steer the economy in surprising directions. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, many expected a blanket recession. Yet some sectors thrived as people adapted, spending saved-up resources or shifting lifestyles. Real estate trends shifted from urban centers to the suburbs, while inflation surged later on, fueling uncertainty and stirring fears of recession. These fluctuations show how interconnected variables, big and small, can spark ripples across the economy. What seems like a major trigger isn't always the source. It could be an unnoticed factor at the start that grows into a wave of change. Businesses understand this chaos intuitively, finding ways to adapt through subtle tweaks and timely innovations. They adjust product designs, explore new trends, or fine-tune their flagship offerings. While some changes resonate with consumers and spur growth, others might fall flat, reinforcing the idea that success doesn't follow a clear formula. It's a gamble, a blend of insight, timing, and luck that can lead to monumental breakthroughs or setbacks. The butterfly effect serves as a reminder that small adjustments in life, business, or personal habits can yield unexpected transformations. Think of it not as a prediction model, but a chance to embrace change. The path isn't guaranteed. It's a choice to act in the face of uncertainty. The real power lies not in knowing what the outcome will be, but in recognizing that every action, no matter how small, carries the potential for profound impact. So, as you navigate the complexities of your world, whether in relationships, career moves, or life goals, remember that the first step, the tiniest shift, might be the one that sets off a chain reaction you never anticipated. Embrace the unpredictability, knowing that in the chaotic dance of life, sometimes the smallest flutter can change everything.